Country has had one of the best southwest monsoons, not only in terms of that it was 6% above normal, but it's been pretty widespread and also periodic, which is sort of looks like tailor-made for having a good agriculture. And the first estimates which are out are indicating that we are going to see bumper Kharif production during this Kharif season of 13-14. However, we have to wish and hope that no untoward incident like a cyclone or excessive rains happen during the harvesting time when the farmers have now started harvesting their crop. Kharif sowing also touched record acreages against last year's about 100 million hectares. This year is 105 million hectares, and which is a big change. And it's been across more or less all crops except sugarcane and cotton, where there is a minor drop. Otherwise, all of the crops have seen record acreages happening during this quarter. If we look at what are the key agri-input business drivers, you need good rainfall. Water levels in most of the reservoirs are full as of now, which actually makes it a very good case for next Rabi crop. And Rabi forecast, as was presented during National Conference on Agriculture for Rabi campaign 2013, is very, very encouraging. And also the government has very timely announced the minimum support prices of key crops. Wheat is up, barley is up, and this is of course the MSP as announced by the central government, but state governments like MP, Chhattisgarh, they give bonus payments to farmers that encourages them further to grow more and grow better. The key highlights of the business for the company are that our Tifford plant, which is a joint venture in Tunisia, was inaugurated on 12th of July 2013. And we have also announced merger of Liberty Phosphates and Liberty Urvarak Limited with Coromandel on September 28th, 2013. And various regulatory approvals are now in process. And as and when that process moves, Liberty Phosphate, subject to approval of High Court and shareholders, etc., will become part of Coromandel as soon as these regulatory approvals are in place. If we look at our volumes of main fertilizer business, our production last year was 5.59 lakh tons, and this year it is 7.95 lakh tons. So we have had a 42% increase in production of DAP and complex fertilizers. Our sale is up by 35.6% of the own manufactured product, and imported fertilizers we had deliberately reduced the import because of A, there was a lot of stock in the pipeline, B, our sea train project in Kakinada was commissioned, so we needed to produce that, and that plant also I am happy to report that has started working well. We have almost achieved 90% capacity in that plant also during this quarter. So overall our sales has grown. If we look at Sabero Organics, which is our subsidiary, I think has performed very well with growth of 56% in sales from 141.46 crore rupees to 220.34 crore rupees. EBITDA went up from 15.72 crores to 26.97 crores. Profit before tax went up from 4.02 crores to 16.4 crores. Profit after tax also grew 4 times because there is no tax liability. It has accumulated losses to adjust. So there is almost a growth of 300% in the profit. So Sabero Organics, I would say, has now started delivering its promised results. What we have been discussing, that quarter on quarter there has been improvement. and that improvement now is culminating into it achieving its almost projected potential, but still we believe there is more potential in this facility. Liberty Phosphate had faced some headwinds during this quarter. Sales are down and so is the profitability, and profit after tax for this quarter is down from 13.12 to 1.41 crores. It's a combination of high cost inventories that were carried over from previous period, as well as pricing pressures that we had in terms of reduced subsidies as well as reduced sale price to the farmer. So these combination of factors led to that the profit is down. If we look at the consolidated results for the quarter, our sale has grown by 20.19% from 2,675 crores to rupees 3,215 crores. Our EBITDA, while on the face of it has gone down, but if we look at adjusted EBITDA before past year subsidy, it has actually grown by 25.2% from 238 crores last year to 298 crores this year. Profit before tax as reported is 220 crores against 305 crores, but if we adjust the past year subsidy and exceptional items, it has grown from 198 crores to 233 crores, which is a growth of 17.8%. Of course, PAT has been at 160 crore, and that is without any adjustment of past year subsidy. If we do that, then now this also is more or less on par with last year. If we look at our key metrics of the balance sheet, our debt equity ratio overall has come down from 1.17 to 1.06.